Hi guys, we are out here in the barn. I am just adjusting my barn camera. I've been watching my does from the house. Here's how it shows up on the, oh, it's not as blurry on there. But watching my does. We are within, where did she go? We are now within 5 days of Stardust's due date. So, here's Stardust over here. Here's babies running around. Alright, Stardust over here. It does not look like she's dropped any. Her udder does not look like it's bagged up. She does look a little swollen in the back end. She has looked that way for a little while, but it's to be expected. Nice sidekick. Hi, sweetness. So her udder, you're not going to be able to see. Let me see if I can get closer. Last time I made my camera view closer, it told me I needed to change my settings. So let me see what I can do here. Okay, this is a little bit closer of an angle. It's as close as I can get, as long as my camera will work. Okay, it did keep going. If you can tell, right here with her udder, her teats are coming straight up and down. And when she bags up fully, they will kind of angle this way. And also from the back side, they'll angle out towards her legs versus hanging straight down as well. And back here's Primrose again. Babies. Arwen's ready for her boy to be weaned. Hi, bud. Hi, sweetie. Oh, there's your wide load view. Hello guys, today is February the 5th. So I've just been watching my does. Primrose looks like she's getting ever closer to delivering. We're 3 days prior to Stardust's due date, which puts her at day 147 of gestation. And I'm pretty sure she's in labor. Very early starts of labor. Hang on, I got Penelope. Come on, Penelope, get out. I think she's very early starts, but I came out here and she was kind of had secluded herself. She was back here in the barn. All the other does were out eating hay, which she's one of the dominant does that normally she's with them. She's eating the hay, and you know. So she had secluded herself. I'll turn you around and face her. Her sides have sunk in right there and right there. I cannot feel any ligaments, which are the, you know, the muscles that go, that connect her tailbone. Those have loosened up, that I'm pretty sure I'm not feeling those. Her udder has tightened up. She's not gonna let you see that in any way, shape, or form. Definitely breathing heavy. I put this tarp up. Today is very, I mean, it's like 50 degrees, but it is very windy. Like it's just as chilly if it would have been in the 30s because of the wind chill. But I am trying to work on getting my camera up there in this top corner right here. That way I can see in the stall, watch from the house, give her some peace and quiet. As crazy as this doe is, when she's in labor, she's a great mama. She's perfectly content with me being out here with her. She doesn't mind me petting the babies or even petting her really while she's in labor. So we'll try to get this on camera, keep a close eye on her. I don't know how soon we're going to be. I've not seen any actual contractions or anything yet. I did go ahead and give her some grain this morning, give her a little extra energy instead of just feeding the once in the evenings. I've got hay on the ground for her to spread around because that's what they like to do. Hay in the manger to keep clean. So we'll see where today's video goes. It's kind of been a few days wait, but I think she's kind of huffing and puffing just a little bit right now. Good mama. All right, we'll see where it goes. So I'm gonna see if I can convince Chris to get the Wi-Fi extender on the hooked up over here. See if my cameras work any better or not, but he said it shouldn't make a difference. But I know when it was hooked up, even though the router was, you know, right there at the house, I could get my cameras to work towards the end of the barn, or now I can't unless I'm right at the front of the barn. They're not wanting to work. So hopefully won't be too much longer. We'll have a daytime birth where it's 50 degrees and warmer, and I can catch it on video. All right, guys, stay tuned. Hello, guys. So today is actually February the 8th, and I'm starting off today's video 3 days after I had put Stardust in the stall. And so here goes Stardust. That's her right there walking away. I'll go ahead and kind of tell you the story. So I put her in the stall, and I had filmed, you know, some footage, and I have lost that footage. I've been having a couple issues with my camera that the footage isn't uploading, and apparently it didn't save either. So I had put her, of course, in the stall, and I was watching through my barn cameras, which are working. Chris did get my Wi-Fi extender put up, and the cameras are actually working really nice. So that's really nice to have to check in on the does from the house without coming out here 10 times a day. But anyway, I watched her in the barn camera for about an hour, and she wasn't having any kind of contractions at all that I could tell. She was bad quite a little bit. I assumed that it was because I had put her up, and she wasn't happy with being put up away from everybody. So I came out to kind of check on her, check her ligaments again, which I was pretty sure that I, you know, hadn't felt anything. And I was just sitting with her, because sometimes you can miss subtle cues in the barn cameras. So I was just kind of sitting with her, and I sat for about 5 minutes in here in the stall, which all of this was actually recorded. And then I heard this little goat, bleeding. Not bleeding, but bleat, like saying, you know, bah. And Mango! No! And, or my sister's dog. She's not eating the chickens or chasing them or nothing, but she did, like, snap at her. So anyway, I came back, back here in the barn. Oh, sorry, I know the lighting is throwing you off. So back here in this little concreted stall area is where I had found her at. And I had, when I came in here, I had looked. We used to keep our bicycles in here. Need to get it set back up again. But I did not look, you know, up under here. And sure enough, tucked away up there were two little baby goats. Still going up here. My hens are back in the goat pen where they're supposed to be at, but Mango, you know you're not supposed to chase the chickens. She actually doesn't eat the chickens. She's food aggressive, and they were eating corn, and that's not good enough. So anyway, I will show you, and I didn't realize I recorded the babies when they were born, the day of them being born, a few hours old. But that's why Stardust was kind of bang, and she was wanting back out with her babies, and I had locked her away from them by putting her out. But they like to lay over here by the tractor. Hi, Stardust. I just want to say hi to your babies. This one's a little doeling, black and white. She is horned, so she will be disbud. And here's the little buckling. He's kind of like a chocolate and white, of course. He is polled, and he does have blue eyes. Although I'm kind of thinking he's got mama's floppy ears a little bit more than... See, she's got one ear up and one ear floppy. So that makes me think that the ear's going to straighten up. But these are just falling straight forward, kind of like the mamas are, that I think he will probably end up being a little weather. Unfortunately, because he is cute. Something different than black and white. Both have blue eyes. Sylvester is their sire. But yeah, so you're not getting to see the birthing video, and you're not getting to see them until they're 3 days old. So I'm sorry for that, but they're very healthy. Stardust is a good mama, of course. And she will. I'm sneaking up closer to get him. Hi, buddy. Yeah, you're friendly, aren't you? You'll make a good little weather. Be a good little pet for somebody, won't you? Getting dust on you. He's been fine with me petting him since like the beginning. I'm not hurting him. Of course, Stardust is one of our does that will be available once her kids are weaned. And they do have, even though the ears might be long, they do have great body shape as far as being 3 days old. Hi, cuteness. Hi, cuteness. Stretch it out there, bud. Alright, well, along with not saving the footage from... Oh, she does not like dogs, Penelope. Not saving the footage from their birth. It also didn't save any of the footage from working on the shed. So I'm going to go ahead and put the little bit of footage that I do have in there now. I'll edit that footage in and just put it in there right now as far as what I have, and then I'll go from there. Hello guys, we are working on the shed. It has been in the 50s, so it's felt great. We are going to get that back row taken off today, and a new, we're gonna get it cut. Well, I'm gonna try to get it cut. We'll see where it goes. I'm gonna try to get it cut and put back on properly, because we also got JC's floor today. I'd like to have it in before she gets home from school. That way I can, you know, tell her to go take a look at it and show her. So stay tuned. Okay, so I've got the panels taken off. It wasn't very hard at all to just cut these into 3 pieces. Each one's about 2.5 feet, roughly. But just as I was afraid of putting them up here without having a board here to brace it, it's just, there's not enough, you know, it's bowing. I'm gonna have to put a board up there in order to keep it, you know, keep it shaped, keep it steady and where it needs to be, so it will drain water properly. So I was hoping it would be a quick project. I mean, it all cut up really quick and I was ready to get up there and start putting screws in, but even when I stretch it and tighten it out on there, It's still got a little bit of bow, and as soon as it starts getting any kind of water weight on it, I don't want it just to rip out my screws over time. So we do have an extra 16-footer there, 16-foot 2x. I'm gonna use that to cut it up because it's not something, it was supposed to be a double top plate, and it just, the wood was, well, I mean, even the boards here, you can see this one, this was one of the 16-foot boards that I cut up, and those pieces were just not gonna be usable as a top plate, which is why I used them there. And that's why I'll use that one for. So I've got the board for it, it's just getting it cut up now. One more tool I gotta get out, and more I've gotta cut, but it is what it is. So I'll check back in with you when I get that done. Probably just to show you the finished product and then getting this cleaned out. The floor's still damp, and we're supposed to get a lot of rain coming in. Hopefully if we can get that dried off, we can put the floor in. Come say hi, see what I'm doing? Okay, I got the ends of these rafter thingies put on. Hi, Lila. My sister doing her hair. And now we are, while JC's at school, these look horrible, but they work. I don't have the best lighter. This thing is rickety as I'll get out, but we got it finished. So now we're gonna put the door on real quick. JC got it painted yesterday. We did decide to go with this door. That way we could kind of do Dutch style doors later on. And that door with the glass in it, we are actually gonna leave it be and put on the chicken coop, like I kind of was wanting to do a little bit. So let's get the door put on. There you go. Okay. You did it. All right, no more. All done. You did a great job, but that's all we need. That's it. Oh, is it nap time? Oh, she's gonna go with Kayla. What we have for our door. Just gonna kind of do a quick overview and piece together all the little bits and pieces that you got. I did get this cleaned out, swept out. Her floor, we did get in pre-cut segments. That's still a little damp, so I'm not gonna. This one's, yeah, it's still a little damp right here. Yes, I do know there's a little bit of mold starting on it from where it got rained on and laid out, but it'll be okay. Of course, we did get our roof put on and fixed. It's not rained yet today, but it is supposed to. So we'll actually get to test out and see how well waterproofed our shed is. All right, so this is the floor that we went with. It's still damp over there, like I had said, so I'm not gonna lay this out. But the plan is we're gonna kind of, we want to leave this long. We're not gonna cut it to fit it in. The rabbits, they pee out of their cages. So we're gonna put plastic around the walls, which I've went over before in a previous video. That plastic will actually come down to here and overlap the floor. That way it'll protect the walls and the floor of the shed. Her door, we do have to put a handle on the inside. It does have one on the outside, but not the inside. This is part of, this is just a little door stopper that we made with scrap, you know, pieces of plywood or the panels. I'll go ahead and put in that video now of JC showing her the shed after she got home from school. Okay, we are going back here to show JC the updates to her shed that I have been working on today. She knows I've been working on her roof already. Ow! Door!
And the roof is done. Wait.
Yes, the roof is done. She said she has a door.
I need handle.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I do have to put a handle on the inside, but... Oh, you like that part, do you?
Well, not.
What about this part over here?
Floor. I thought you were gonna let me help with the floor.
Well, I'm not actually putting it down because the floor is wet right here.
Yeah.
It's still damp right there. Let me check over here in this corner.
Will it not leak?
Nope, it shouldn't leak anymore. It's still a little damp right there, so we're not pushing this down on top of it or nothing. Let's pull it back over. Don't lock me in here!
I did.
Hello! Yeah, I gotta get you a handle for the inside. I didn't plan that part when I was thinking about putting your door on. But you actually have a handle and a latch there. And
The black matches it.
we're going to cut it about right here.
Yep.
So this will be your top door. This will be tall enough to keep, you know, dogs out, like Jasper.
We're gonna need a handle on the end.
I already got the handle for the upper part here. I got the handle for it.
Mhm.
If
And
we
the
even need it.
inside.
But not the inside. Although I could put the one on the outside, I could put it on the inside.
So it would be working.
Are you cold?
Very.
We gotta go feed. Why don't you go get your jacket or something?
Okay.
So I just wanted to show you guys the update of her reaction to her videos. Next project for her, we've got the wire and the lumber to start building some cages and getting her bunnies taken care of and putting away. And now we've got to unload quite a bit of feed and get our feeding done because there's a lot of it. See here? Lots of feed. Okay guys, I'm glad that she was really excited to see it. I keep getting distracted. I do that every time I pick up the camera. It's like I can't stay on topic of any kind. But, so, I showed you the roof, that we have that fixed. The floor, I did get 2 pre-cut pieces. This one is a 6x8. So of course the 8 foot has to lay this way. This one is an 8x12. So the 8 foot is going to be, of course it's going this way, but it'll be rolled out this way, which is going to make the pattern on the floor. It's facing this way on this one. This piece is going to face this way, and we're just going to kind of overlap them. So a couple little issues like that, but I mean, for a bunny barn that I built myself, of course I had a little bit of help. I don't want to, you know, leave Chris out of it, or my father-in-law helped quite a bit, and you know, a little bit, and of course JC helped too. I don't want to cut any of them out and say I did it all by myself, because I certainly didn't, and I couldn't have if it wasn't for their help. But for us to have done it ourselves, I'm very excited. It's structurally complete at this point. So we'll see how it goes. Of course, we still have to get trim on it. I'm glad that we got the roof fixed before spring, because I really didn't figure that I would, but it was leaking so bad I kind of had to before I could do anything with it. But getting the floor in, getting the plastic around the walls, getting cages built to put in here to get JC's bunny colony under control. I've got some footage of my GoPro camera of, not in the GoPro camera, but in my barn cameras. One of JC's bunnies is stashing hay and taking it under that concrete slab. But she's one of the bunnies that's been out for a little while that we can't catch her. So she's digging back in under the slab from the outside. And I'm like, these bunnies were really breeding like rabbits. It's going crazy, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm glad to give you the update, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.